Hi guys, welcome to my channel, A Guiding Light. My name is Candice. This is a general message. It may or may not resonate with you, but just take what fits and leave the rest. And for more information, look in the description box below, whether it's about the channel and my email address. People ask about donations, so any donation information is down there. My Patreon information will either be there or it will be there soon. I'm in the middle of putting it together yet, so I'm not sure if I'll release this video before then or not, but keep an eye on that. I got a lot of good things coming with that will just be good for all of us. Any other information. And of course, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, especially if this resonates with you. Okay? So, there's a way that you're planning on, I don't know, you're going at something. And in the past, I feel like the overall theme of this is to don't go at it in the way that you normally would think you would, or in the way you have in the past. You have a lot of knights. You have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. Yeah, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. The only knight you don't have is the Knight of Wands. And you kind of almost get to the Knight of Wands, but it kind of stops you. And that's where we'll show, and I'll show you this. I feel like this is more a message of it, instead of one of those being like, yay, it's coming. It's more of a helpful piece of advice to kind of get to there. In the past, this is the Knight of Swords. So you very much have gone about things in a very logical and practical way, because you also have a lot of earth here showing up. A little bit of emotions, but I think that's just kind of where you're stuck at right now, where you're trying to figure things out about how you're going to move forward. So in the past, like I said, a lot of thinking and a lot of practical thoughts, which has gotten you, it's gotten you places, but it's not going to be your highest good going forward, just so you know. You have the Knight of Cups where you currently and presently are. So you're really trying to think strategically. You're kind of a little in your emotions about this. You're a little confused in how to go forward. I don't know why. It's like for some reason, you're always usually like thoughts or practical. And right now you're kind of like a little confused, like, I don't know what to do. You're trying to think strategically. And what's crossing this, which I think is what you're trying to do, is be practical, like take action. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Like, how can I get rewards for what I'm doing, for what actions I'm taking? Maybe even thinking logically didn't work in the past. And you're trying not to overthink it. But either way, you're not in a thoughts energy anymore. You're trying to create. You're trying to build. And you're thinking, how can I build and create? Okay, I get it now. So you are still kind of in a thoughts energy, but your emotions are getting kind of confused and you don't know what to do. And you're thinking, how can I create practically? How can I see a reward on my investment, a reward on my action, a reward on whatever it is that I'm doing or trying to create? So your likely future, I'll show you that first before I kind of bridge them, is you have the Page of Wands. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. So in all, it is a good combination. There is also a warning here too, though, that I see, where it's, yes, go with this inspiration and this kind of like fiery, passionate, creative, magical energy inside of you, and take action on that and be consistent with it and show up in that way. Yes. But what I see when I also look at this is somebody who kind of starts out this way and they're hopeful, the Page of Wands. They're hopeful, they've got this passion, this creativity, this kind of magical energy to start out with. And then end up forgetting about this and just having fun and creating, or, whether it's being of service or whether it's just literally like fueling your heart, like what feels right to you, not feeling like emotions feeling, but creation feeling, passion, inspiration, purpose. So maybe like there's a purpose. Don't forget that there's a purpose to whatever you're doing. Why are you doing what you're doing? And there's a very, I can't think of the right word. There's a high probability of a tendency of you leaning back to your old ways of like, see how he's looking at a map. So, Knight of Pentacles, great. Take action, be consistent, blah, blah. But he's looking at a map. And he's looking at, how can I create this? And yes, he could have either strategically created it and like is not remembering to tune in to kind of like the magical inspiration, creative side of him, his heart. But also he could be looking at this map and doing kind of like the same road paved. Whether he did it, whether someone else did it, and just using kind of a different mechanism. This is more strategy again. This is like how she was sitting with the Knight of Cups, and she went to the Knight of Cups because she's trying, you keep going for like strategy, or there's a tendency that you could revert back to strategy of some sort that you've always used, whether it's something someone else has done and it worked for them, whether it's something you've done in the past and it's worked for them. Whatever it is, it's telling you not to revert back to that and to keep going, whether it's how you go about doing it or whether it's what you're actually going towards, whether it's how you're taking action or you doing the same old thing. Like, let me give you an example. It's whether, like, say you're creating a channel, right? It's like how you go about doing that channel. Are you just going to do it for fun? Are you going to do it for inspiration? Are you going to do it for purpose? Are you going to do it to serve? Say you're doing it to serve your highest self, to serve God, whatever. Or are you doing it and looking up like how to get as many views as you can, how to get as much money as you can, right? Strategically. Or say you've always done one job and you're just like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be doing something else. Or you want to get out of this rat race, or you want to get out of whatever. And you want to create, there's just something else you want to do. Not that job, something else. Not that, some other purpose, whatever. The other option is there could be a tendency for you to kind of keep going back. Like before you know it, like you start out going and all of a sudden you go, well, wait a minute here. This looks okay. Oh, I could do this and this or whatever. You either way mentally or physically in what you're doing or trying to go for, how you do it or what you're going for, you can have a tendency to try to revert back. And it shows where you start out doing it, but you end up going to an old way. And what is the bridge that creates this to happen is the Seven of Swords. Here you are going in your mind again. Here you are thinking strategically again. and how can I make this happen? How can I do this? How can I attain this? How can I get this the fastest? It's about how can I achieve something the fastest? How can I get the money the fastest? How can I do this the fastest? And this is actually going to block you away from where you're trying to go. You want to more think of the passion and the creativity and the purpose and the mission and the serving and the magical creation kind of side of it. It shows also in your oracle cards. If I can get them up. You have this, which is you are here, and it's pretty much just like a rock with like all the places physically you've been. It's all the things you've done. It's all the tried and true. It's a map of everywhere you've been, whatever you've done, and it's very earthly and grounded. And then you have the Foxfire. It's where the practicality meets the mundane. It's taking and evolving beyond just the practicality, beyond just the strategy, beyond just the mental air energy and the physical 3D earthly energy. And you're adding in the passion behind it, the magic behind it, the purpose behind it, the whatever yours is, whatever you're trying to create, whatever lights you up, whatever brings that magic in, whatever you're doing, your purpose, your serving, your creating, your whatever. It's a new way of doing things. It's a new way of being. And it's wanting you to stay kind of in that fiery energy. What can help them stay in this Page of Wands, Knight of Wands energy? This magical, purposeful, passionate, creative energy. It's the Temperance card, so it's staying balanced. A lot of what you've done has been the 3D. Just try something new. The Star. Stay connected to your highest self. Stay connected to God, to remembering your purpose of this is for your highest self. This is for, if it's for God, it's for God. What is it for, and what is that highest reason is? What is that thing that lights your heart and the purpose? Don't just do it to survive. Don't just do it to have a certain look for society or to achieve or have this or this or that. Yes, you need those, but this is a different time period. This is about something that lights you up. This is about having both. That's what it is. This is about having both. That's why you have both the oracle cards. That's why you have this whole, you can't even see it. This Two of Cups kept coming up that has the same energy as this. This is a time to have both. You've already done the logical. You've already done the practical. You've already done the over emotional. Go into those higher spiritual, yeah, but inspiration, passionate, purposeful, being of service and being of creation and passion and purpose and lightheartedness and play, and bring that in. Connect to your highest self, connect to God. Be willing to even let your thoughts and your stuff crumble for a minute and let you be shown a different way that only that higher energy of your highest self and God can show you, to help you build a whole different life, a whole different way that has a better balance, a better lightness, a better outcome for you. Something that your ego and your will at that time couldn't create or didn't know how to create. It only got so far. Keep that connection open. Keep it going when you're co-creating, and keep it going in your thoughts. Not just what do you want to say, not just what do you want to do. What does your highest self want of you? What does God want of you? It's time you can move forward and have both and rebuild your life in a completely different way, in a way you don't know how on your own. I love you. Thank you very much for being here and walking this journey with me, and I'll be seeing you soon. Keep going. Bye.